The case is an 82-year-old female. She has a symptomatic severe aortic valve stenosis, NYHS3, clinical frailty scale of 4. She has hypertension, dyslipidemia, and coronary artery disease. Coronary angiography and echocardiography are shown here. She underwent PCR for LAD before TAVR. Right coronary artery had not significant stenosis. TTE revealed severe aortic valve stenosis. AVA was 0.65 square centimeter. Peak velocity was 4.4 meters per second. Enhanced computed tomography is shown here. The annulus area was 429 square millimeter, and the perimeter was 75.8 millimeter. Valsalva, STJ, and height of coronary artery are shown here. There was no significant stenosis or bend in both the iliac and femoral arteries. We planned TAVR in right femoral approach with self-expandable valve. At first, balloon dilatation was not performed. A self-expandable valve, 29 mm evolute pull was open at the 2/3 position. However, the THV seemed underexpanded, and it was therefore redeployed using a recapture system. Next, pre-dilatation with a 20 mm balloon was performed before THV deployment, and the THV was opened again. However, rotational angiography identified both incomplete dilatation and enfolding distribution of the THV. Diastolic pressure was significantly decreased because of the mass failure. Hence, THV was retrieved before complete release. The enfolding phenomenon was seen, as you can see in the image of the evolute pulled out from the vessel. Finally, we used new valve. The redeployment procedure was successfully performed with acceptable THV dilatation and excellent hemodynamic improvement before and after TAVR. Post-procedure computed tomography confirmed an adequately expanded THV without enfolding. The enfolding phenomenon of self-expandable valve has been previously reported. However, the existence of enfolding THV was only identified after THV implantation was complicated from mass wear after THV release. Post-dilatation might be useful to treat the enfolding. However, as the image letter I showed, the incomplete dilatation of THV can be possible. The another reported, it is important to look carefully for the fluoroscopic vertical line sign before final release of the device. They also said that recessing valve, a large device size, and the annulus or LVOT calcification were the factors that are likely to become the enfolding phenomenon. In conclusion, the valve enfolding phenomenon had already occurred before complete release of the self-expandable THV. Therefore, rotational angiography should be performed before complete release of the self-expandable THV. Thank you. It happened 0.6%.
Yeah, of course. I'm a colleague from him and from Japan. And the etiology of the valve infolding is unclear still. There are not so many case reports. But I guess the valve recapture is a possible cause of the valve is holding inside. So I think the main mechanism of the infolding phenomena caused by the recapture.
So you think it was an error in the initial loading of the valve?
As presented,
Yeah.
the initial loading is perfect.
Right.
But after the deployment, the valve are two-thirds position, and I
The
decided
recapture.
Recapture. So infolding,
How many times did you recapture?
only one.
Have you ever seen this before in any of your other cases?
Yes, and 200 to 300 cases in my experience, I have only one case. That during the proctoring in Japan, I have similar case. But unfortunately, the infolding can be identified after the deployment of the TH blade. So we can see the massive error and the valve is folded inside. So post-dilatation is relatively effective, but still remains the error and the valve is some deformation still remains. That's a good point.
Have you tried dilating with the balloon just after you explant, after you take that out? Okay.
In my case, I did the pre-dilatation using the 20 millimeter balloon, and during the procedure, I presented in my another experience also dilated using the pre-dilatation, and 25 is enough, but balloon still involved. So pre-dilatation is not so effective to prevent the valve infolding phenomenon.
How about like post-dilatation after that is out?
Yes, post-dilatation is a little bit effective, but the infolded valve is difficult to open completely. So I recommend before implant the valve process completely, we should check the existence of the infolding.
Did you send it back to the vendor to see if this defect in the valve itself?
Yeah, did you mention this to Medtronic?
So we had it happen twice during my structural year. Same thing during recapture. I guess if it kind of just hits something and if there's pressure on it, it'll just kind of invaginate as you recapture. They told us, like Medtronic was present for both of them, they said you can technically still redeploy it and just post-dilate it and
Yeah.
it'll actually take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it happened to me once too, and I was told we can deploy it and post-dilate it, but we actually ended up deploying a new valve because it has never happened before. So we were not sure if it was an error in the loading of the valve or not, but probably not. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, I'm going to maybe state the obvious here, but I have like several concerns about this phenomenon that random people throughout the room are now voicing that this has happened to them several times. So I hope someone mentions this to Medtronic. You know, a TAVR needs to be predictable, it needs to be fast, it needs to be reproducible. So if you do a TAVR, I do a TAVR, third person does it, we can all get the same result. Of course, there are complex cases where challenging anatomy will create variances between operators. But if you are now introducing, not you personally, but if I'm saying if one is introducing a fifth step in the process of a self-expanding transcatheter heart valve procedure, it makes the procedure even less appealing to many structural interventionalists and cardiac surgeons for that matter. I also want to mention that the logistics of allowing for severe paravalvular leak through the infolding channel while you are removing your delivery system, recapturing it, taking it out of the body, then bringing a balloon to post-dilate it, assuming you're going with a post-dilating strategy, you have to rapid pace the patient to temporize the AI, and then you're trying to balloon and you're hoping that the valve will expand. If you follow the strategy that you used and Dr. Sharma's strategy of removing the valve, if you recognize it's having an unfolding issue, and bringing a new valve, you may have wide open AI while you're doing that because you may have caused mechanical valvuloplasty when you partially open the quote-unquote defective valve. So there are so many logistical nightmare scenarios in this problem that it makes it, well, number one, we need to speak with the vendor about this, but number two, it makes it even less appealing if this is truly more common than we think. I've never heard of this, so I think this is a fantastic case. Thank you for presenting it. But it makes it very concerning because there are scenarios where you could use a different valve platform and have been done 1 hour early.